Welcome to Unstoppable Women Entrepreneurs. I'm Jane King, and with me is Rhonda Swan, who is also an Unstoppable Women Entrepreneur. And we've got with us another woman today, Kate McKay, high performance coach, consultant for men in high-level positions. You help corporate teams build confidence and work best in their organization. So welcome, Kate, and tell us more about your work and what you're doing exactly when you're coaching men with these corporations.
Yes, I love that. It's a great question. So I work predominantly with individuals and corporations, and as a high performance coach, a lot of times they come to me concerned around productivity and profitability. That's normally what people, I'm not feeling productive, our company isn't profitable, especially during these times. And so what I found is the high performance habits, there are 6. One of them is productivity. So we have to start with getting clear on what our message is and also our energy. Like, how are we using our energy physically, emotionally, and mentally? These are all key components. Our personal development and our professional development actually have to be matched. We can't just measure our performance by how successful we are. We also have to look at our personal development. And if there's a gap, our success is only going to be at that middle ground. So we really have to look at those habits. It's science-backed, outcome-based, and the system really works, and it's very exciting to see the outcome.
Interesting.
Love it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, think about the companies that are going to change because of your work. Now, I do know that you recently launched a book, right? Claim Your Inner Warrior. And that does focus on men, part of the work that you're already doing right now in corporations. However, I think this one's a bit more special. When you talk a bit about your book and how that is being used in your work every day?
I appreciate you asking that.
Yeah.
So Claim Your Inner Warrior, it's especially for men, and it's dedicated to the warriors out there. And one particular warrior is my son, William, who passed away in 2017. So as his friends describe it, he ascended on his own accord. He took his own life in 2017. So after that, it's like, what is that meaning in my life after losing a child and going through that grief process? And I was writing a column, and I wrote an article about how men express grief and loss. And I was so moved by the number of men that reached out to me that said, Kate, you're talking directly to me. And I was like, oh. And I just felt like that is the reason why I'm here. I'm here to help men embrace their warrior. And that means personally understanding, giving them language to their emotion. Men are different in the way they communicate. And I believe that we need to validate that. And I celebrate that. It's a huge part of my work. I'm very fortunate to do what I do. I'm deeply grateful.
Wow, more than ever. That's really beautiful, Kate.
Love it.
You talk so much about confidence, right, in men, and you wouldn't normally think that maybe men have that confidence issue. Why is it that you focus so much on confidence, and where is that coming from, and how does that affect the productivity and the production in these men that you work with?
Well, confidence is essential. So people often will say, Kate, how can you be so confident? And it's because I failed brilliantly. I had so much failure, right? Anyone resonate, right? So, but what are the lessons that we've learned in our failure? And that takes courage to understand the lesson and get up. And as Les Brown says, one of my favorite motivational speakers, when life knocks you down, make sure you fall on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. And it really is that power of resiliency. And confidence and competence have a direct link. I mean, that's the psychology term of the competence-confidence loop. So the more confident we have, the more competent we are, and that comes over in all areas of our life, in our performance in business and our intimate relationships in all areas. So it's exceedingly important. Confidence is king. And if we can, and that is, you're 100% right, men oftentimes say, I really want to feel more confident. I'm like, right on, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah.
Right.
It gives you some confidence if you even pretend like it.
Right.
So Kate, tell me, are there any challenges in working particularly with men?
Well, I would say I laugh about that because oftentimes women are like, you work with men or you write a book for men? Like, people are confused. And so the first thing I say is I was a gym rat. I was in the gym in the 80s when no women were there. I mean, now it's very normal, like the gyms are full of women. But when I first started going into a gym, it was like the 10 to 20%. Women didn't lift weights. It was shunned. And I'm also one of 9 kids. I have 5 brothers. And so I'm used to that male energy. And I'm comfortable with it. It feels like Home Depot over like a bead store. I get anxiety in a bead store. So I'm just used to men. And I have to tell you this one short story. I had a friend and I was saying, all right, see you later. And he was going through challenges. And I said to him, I have your back, bud. I have your back. And he looked at me like this. And a couple minutes later, he texted me and said, Kate, no woman has ever said, well, I have your back.
Right.
And I was shocked, you know? And that is the reason why I get up every day, is that everyone deserves to be seen. My work is in transformation. I'm committed to helping people be their best in all areas of our life. I'm deeply committed, and it's wonderful. And the results are massive. High performance is, again, outcome-based. It's science-backed, and I absolutely love what I do. And it makes a big difference in people's lives.
Thank you so much, Kate. What a great
Thanks for
story.
being here,
Thank you.
Kate.